Hey, what's up? I'm Rekeema. Welcome to detaileddream, where the primary focus is to expose you to the expansive world of luxury goods for yourself and your home. And today, I thought it would be very interesting and fun to rank some well-known candle brands. It'd be a good break from the constant candle reviews. And I'm going to be ranking these brands all the way from extraordinary all the way down to Bath & Body Works. No, I'm joking. I am just kidding. So for extraordinary, these are brands that I feel an emotional connection to, the brands that I feel set the example for the rest of the candle world. With impressive, these are brands that are just as amazing and will always be a staple in my collection. These are my everyday scents. Mediocre will be the one and done brands, the brands that I'm just not personally drawn to. And then you have the trash. These are brands that has no business making candles. But personally, there are no trash brands. Each brand has their own pros and cons. And I want you to remember, taste has always been subjective to an individual. Everyone will not always like the same things. And for this ranking, I'm ranking brands for their overall scents, not so much their wax and other ingredients. Because I may not burn candles from a certain brand, but I do utilize their diffusers and room sprays. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's rank some candle brands. Starting off with the good one, Otherland has some of the best everyday scents. They actually just sent me a few candles from their new Beach Club collection, so expect a video on those candles soon. Otherland will always be a staple in my collection, and they are very impressive. Harlem Candle Co. Is that even a question? Of course, they are extraordinary. You honestly can't go wrong with anything from Harlem Candle Co. And I'm sure many of you will agree with that statement. Okay, Brown Girl Jane isn't a candle brand per se, as they are a wellness and beauty company first. I believe they only have 2 candles available, but those candles are pretty good, so they are very impressive to me. No Matter What is a brand that I've recently started getting into, and from the first couple of scents, I found that these candles are very special. I will always have a No Matter What candle in the collection, as they are a staple, so they are impressive. Forever Mood is a brand that I want to love so bad. If you're into gourmand, sweet scents, then Forever Mood will be extraordinary. But for me personally, I'm just not drawn to their scents. If I was into gourmand, then Forever Mood will be a staple, but I would have to put them in the mediocre category. Glass House is a brand that a few of you have actually brought to my attention. I was out randomly at a beauty supply store and they had Glass House candles there, so I saw it as a sign to pick a couple up. They have great scents, especially for the price, but they aren't anything groundbreaking, so if I had to rank them, I wish it was a category between impressive or mediocre, because I'm really on the fence about this, so I would have to put them in mediocre. That may change in the future. Nast is another brand that I want to love, but I'm just personally not drawn to their scents. They would have to go into the mediocre. Acqua di Parma has very impressive scents. I personally prefer their diffusers, and that car diffuser, it is exceptional. Acqua di Parma is impressive. Now, Apotheke. Strong, strong, strong scents. Whether you go for their candles or diffusers, you cannot go wrong with an Apotheke scent. Impressive, impressive, impressive. Malin & Getz is one of my favorite brands. They're also a wellness company first, but the candles that they have are among the best. I will always have a Malin & Getz candle in the collection. Boy Smells has some of the best everyday scents, and many of you love them as well. They're in that perfect price range of what makes a great everyday scent, and they are impressive. Molton Brown is a brand that I wish was better, especially for the price range. I just feel that there are better options out there, and for that they are kind of mediocre. Now, DS and Durga is what I call the wild child in a collection. They have some of the most out there and unique scent profiles for their candles. I love DS and Durga because they have scents that you really can't find anywhere else. And they're also strong and powerful scents as well, so they are impressive and will always be a staple in my collection. Oh, I was waiting for this one. Curio Noir is a brand that has everything that you'll ever want inside of a candle. Such beautiful vessels and scents. The price is very, very expensive, but I think it's well worth it. Curio Noir is a brand that leads by example, and they are very extraordinary. Brooklyn Candle Studio has great everyday, simple, straight to the point candles, and they are impressive. Mise en Cire is a perfumery first, but you get that same quality you get with their fragrances inside of their candles. Now, with the price, they may be a little too much, but their scents are truly one of a kind. Jo Malone London. Now, we may have our discrepancies about the wax, but I cannot take it away from them that they have very, very impressive scents. I found that you get the same scent quality from the diffusers and room sprays, which is what I opt for. And because of that, Jo Malone scents will have to be impressive. Cartier Frere, the sister company to one of my favorites, Cire Trudon. The quality you get with their candles are undoubtedly amazing. The scents, in my opinion, doesn't hold a flame to Cire Trudon, but they are truly amazing candles, and they are impressive. Loewe, one of the only fashion brands that has candles that matches the quality of their fashion, it isn't just an afterthought. The vessels may not be everyone's cup of tea, but the quality is truly there and they are impressive. Voluspa is one of the most highest requested candle brands from many of you, and don't worry, I'm getting to it. Voluspa is another brand that I'm on the fence with because I only like a couple of their candles, with bamboo being my favorite one. I guess because of that, they can go into the impressive category. I see all the heavy hitters were saved into the last row, starting with Madeleine. I call this brand Rustic Bougie, one of the best brands that I have ever come across and may have better performance than my beloved Cire Trudon. Now, the vessel is made of iron, which may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I will not let that stand in the way of a good scent, which is why I call it Rustic Bougie, and they are extraordinary. Baobab is another highly requested brand, and for very good reason. Their vessels are really works of art and they have the scent that matches. You will find that quality with all of their products, from the candles to the room sprays to the diffusers, and they are very impressive. Fornasetti, I mean, you already know where that one is going. Truly extraordinary. One of the most expensive candle brands out there, but you are really buying works of art. Fornasetti is one of my favorite candles in my collection, and I made a review video explaining why if you haven't seen it yet. I cannot say enough great things about Labco as a brand and for their scents. I will always have a Labco candle in the collection. PF Candle Co. is a brand that I am always talking about on the channel. If you don't want that strong, pungent candle, then PF is that perfect option for you. Amazing everyday burns. Now, if you're a fan of Cire Trudon, then you already know they do not need any explanation. One of the oldest candle houses out there that has truly legendary scents. Cire Trudon will always be an extraordinary brand. L'Eau de Seraphine is another brand that I constantly mention on the channel. Amazing scents, amazing vessels, and an amazing brand that focuses on sustainability. And they always have impressive scents. Byredo is a fan favorite, and if you don't know, then just go and pick up the Treehouse scent and you'll see for yourself. Byredo is impressive and deserves to be a staple in anyone's collection. Le Labo has strong, pungent scents, and as soy candles, they are exceptional and will be extraordinary. Better World Fragrance House is a brand made by Drake. Now, I don't know how involved he is with this brand, but the quality you get with the vessels and the scents really stands out among the rest. And I have to give credit where credit is due, so Better World Fragrance House is impressive. Evermore London. If you've seen the video, then you know how I discovered this brand. Evermore London is elegant with the best quality, and the emotional connection I have to this brand is very strong. They are extraordinary. Diptyque has a cult following, and if you've ever experienced a scent from Diptyque, then you'll know why. I personally may not buy their candles, but I would definitely buy everything else they have. From the car diffusers to the room sprays, I will gladly buy it because their scents are very distinctive and they are impressive. Now, this last brand is one that I definitely have to bring to the channel. If sustainability had a picture next to it, it will be All Man Candles with the biodegradable mushroom packaging. And they have some of the best scents I have ever smelled from a candle, and they are extraordinary. Looking at these rankings, yes, I think I'm content with this. Again, there aren't any trash brands, but if I was doing a brand specific ranking their scents, best believe there will be some trash scents. And if you would like me to do brand specific rankings, then let me know in the comments. And let me know if I missed your favorite brand. I will add them in the next ranking. But yes, I am content with this list.